What it do, my fools? It's your homeboy Kyutwo in the house, and welcome to another episode of Mario plus Rabbids. However, this is post-commentary. When I did record this episode, I forgot to click the mic for commentary, so there is no recording. I'm still kind of mad about that, but it is what it is. Especially because I feel like this episode really could have used my commentary. It's kind of like the thing that I've been wanting to show when I decided to record my own gameplay. So, here we have the cutscene. I already know what's going to happen. So, today's date is October 6th, 2021, which means less than 24 hours ago, Sora was announced for Smash. And I am ecstatic. There are 3 characters that I've wanted in Smash: Sonic, Sephiroth, and Sora. Ever since Brawl. Okay, so. Well, I hope you're happy. And they got my girl Peach. She's just ready to take him over her knee and spank his ass. I do miss this game. I miss my bae. For Smash, you know, people will want their favorite character in Smash, but Princess Peach was already in Smash since Melee, so hey, I was already set. I don't know what I was saying, because that was literally like 4 years ago, 2017. Let's see, so, Linguini, I guess, is looking around. I mean, he did just see a big energy dragon that looked more like a phoenix. So, I mean, he should be conflicted. Also, I need to remind myself to check to make sure that my new air conditioner doesn't interfere with this new audio. Excuse me? Are you implying that this is our fault? Spawny and I were perfectly happy together. 5 minutes with you and he gets kidnapped. Fair. I remember saying fair. Fair observation, because we are not very good at protecting people, just rescuing them after they get kidnapped. This is true among the Mario universe. This applies to everyone. You remember how in in Super Princess Peach, remember how that went down? Literally the entire army came to capture Mario and Luigi. And what's Papa gonna say when he comes home to find a giant energy dragon hanging out in his castle? Probably going to say, Junior! I think my mic clipped out there. Lucky for you, he's still on vacation, so you'll have time to clean up the mess you made. That's him now. Yeah, it's probably just another photo of him standing next to a stupid statue in an old pile of rubble. It is funny how Princess Peach is more surprised than anybody else. Decided to come home early, son. See you soon, Papa. And there goes his phone. Oh no! The dragon's gonna squish my dad, and then my dad's gonna squish me! They're like, yo, that's not our problem, bruh. What I'm gonna do? You gotta help me! I'm coming, Papa! I'm coming! Well, like it or not, he has a point. He just like, I am not about this Koopa family drama. That thing in the sky has been gaining power with each corruption we've set free. Is taken form now, and it has Spawny, which isn't his name. Whatever we do, we must do it quickly, or no force in the Mushroom Kingdom will be powerful enough to stop it. I still couldn't read whatever that was, but I can always go back and pause it if I really need to. So, Spawny, like I said, not his name. But if we're gonna call him Spawny, then there's no problem with me calling that Linguini and Roboshi and Machio and Pitcher. Because Spawny's not his name. So anyway, I have to try to remember how to... I'm sorry, I need to try to remember what my thoughts were. And I decided to try to take this opportunity to try to see if I could recognize my own strategies. Well, during a post-commentary. I mean, real talk, I should have done the post-commentary as soon as I realized that I messed up. For some reason, I just didn't. And now it's 4 years later. So, anyway, I do remember what I decided to try. Right there at the very edge. I really wish I had my original commentary when I played this world, this stage right here, 4-7.
All right.
Defeat all. By the way, I do apologize for any background noise that you may hear. As I always say. As you can see, the layout of the menu screen is still non-updated, which means that I did in fact play this game when it first came out. So there's no so this is the original gameplay. There's no updated game or nothing like that. This was played after it came out, 2017. I know what I wanted to do because I was saying, if not out loud, then to myself, that I wanted to try to use Mario, Yoshi, and Machio in the same team. Why is that? Because I feel like that is the most broken team, most particularly because of Yoshi's super luck. So, the strategy was to use Yoshi's super luck first turn, use Machio's stone hammer to get guaranteed stone on things like bucklers and smashers, ensuring that they do not move or attack me on their enemy turn. Then you can have Mario and Yoshi go around and pick off other characters. Then we can deal with the big heavy characters on the second turn, which by that much time they at the very least should have enough damage to where we can finish them off by the second turn. That was the strat. You're gonna see how things turned out. The hills are alive with the sound of the enemy's suffering. Run for the hills. I mean, I guess the design is supposed to reflect the hill stages, the Super Mario Brothers video games. You know, the classic platformer ones. I mean, you're just seeing Linguini right now, but eventually I'm going to switch him out for Machio. Now, I was going to save this for later, but I guess now is a good time since I'm just straggling along here. Unless this is the moment where I switch to Machio, but anyway. A lot of people do not use characters like Machio and Yoshi. And that's actually a shame. Because, and I have to include Princess Peach in that too. I watch other people's gameplay. People don't like to use these other characters that hit multiple targets at once. But this scenario right here to be like the best case scenario for these types of characters, being Machio, Peach. I don't know, gotta sneeze. I don't know why, but I've been sneezing non-controllably yesterday. I don't know if that has something to do with Sora's announcement in Smash or not. but it feels more like some kind of allergy. I must be allergic to something in the air, because it didn't happen until yesterday. And it seems like every time I walk to a certain spot in the house, that's when I start sneezing. Well, I'd rather sneeze than cough, though. Which, by the way, my heart failure is doing better. It's just not where we all need it to be for me to live comfortably. But that's my problem to deal with, I guess. So anyway, people avoid Machio, Peach, and Yoshi. Yoshi, because of his ground pound, does massive damage all around him, or at least could do massive damage all around him. And this is a shame because you could really use these types of characters in situations like this where you have a lot of big, tanky characters, big, beefy characters, such as bucklers and smashers. Because you don't really want to waste time trying to target down one when all of them are going to be coming at you in one turn. One enemy turn. So this is why I feel like Yoshi and Machio would make a good team when faced up against the big beefy characters. Obviously you can't have Princess Peach and Yoshi on the same team, which, yes, I do complain about a lot during this whole gameplay. But even without those two together, Princess Peach could still prove to be very formidable on the field. As you guys see, I use her more of an attacker rather than a support unit. I rarely use that defense option or shield option. And I basically use it for the double shotgun, which guarantees maximum damage up close. Would I have done things differently if I played this particular map? Maybe the first half. I mean, sorry, maybe not the first half. I think I would have stayed using this strat, but then in the second half, I think I would have switched it up from the first time. But then again, I can't even really remember what I did the first time. I mean, it's been a while since I've actually watched this gameplay, so that's why it'll be interesting trying to go back and try to recollect my thoughts on what I was trying to do. But I already told you the basic strategy of what I was trying to do. Now, going back to people being afraid of using characters, you can see Yoshi's on all of his broken ass abilities here. PK Sparks, being one of the guys who did play Mario Plus Rabbids and upload his gameplay on his channel, is one of these guys who basically banned Yoshi from the team because he felt that Yoshi was not good enough to be a team player. And this is PK Sparks, who is like always promoting Yoshi. So we can definitely say one Yoshi left behind on Mario Plus Rabbids. Because Yoshi has got to be like the best character on the team, and you're about to see why. So as you saw, activate Super Luck, which gets the guaranteed boost, guaranteed critical hit, which gets guaranteed status effects. Powering up Mario for the hero sites. Most likely for the bucklers. I'm sorry, not the bucklers, the smashers. I guess I needed to check to see if he could get there, but I guess I didn't. In retrospect, I should have waited before activating Mario's hero site. And that's probably what I'm thinking right there. I should have waited until I finished Machio's move before using hero site. Or activating hero site. Now here, What I should be doing is trying to pull everybody in with the magnet dance. This will activate Hero Sight, and he goes for... Okay. Well, it worked out at least. Probably would have preferred him closer because he would have been in... Or, no, he wouldn't. Okay, never mind. That actually was advantageous. I thought that that would have pulled the guy into the range of the hammer, but no, it didn't. I should have increased its range. But anyway, that would only mean that I would get hit by one of those guys, and they'll by one of the smashers, and it'll be ink. So anyone else who gets hit in it will not be able to attack. So that should have been ideal. Now let's see. Yoshi still has guaranteed stats, so he could ink the smashers. Right, Mario had a guaranteed bounce, so he would have just bounced somebody away. I don't know what I do here. There's not really much I can do about the peekaboos. I was always calling them apparitions. The peekaboos on this turn, because they're so far away, especially that one. That's literally across the map. So I would have to either wait till it comes closer or wait till I get down there. But since the big guys are closer, I can just deal with them, and then I would only have to deal with single hitting enemies. Because, as I was saying, the characters that can hit multiple targets at once are biggest threats. You don't want to be too scared of using them. You just want to be careful when using them. Okay, so I did double ink. Mario still has a shot. We're just going to get a bounce off. You know, why did they go the other way? Yoshi's the one who hit them, but they ran away. They didn't run towards Yoshi, they ran away from him. I mean, unless if there's a pipe that leads behind me somewhere, and I honestly can't remember. I know there's pipes on this stage. I just can't remember where they lead. Anyway, Yoshi's taken all of his shots. I believe... No, Mario still has a shot left, but he can't hit anyone. The Buckler's shields are still in effect, even as under the stone status. I guess it would be a good time to mention that no, I have not played the DLC yet. The Rabbids Kong DLC, so that would be a good thing to do, I believe, as a way to continue the series into the new year's. But the only problem is I already don't know when this episode's gonna come out. I mean, based on what I think I'm going to upload these videos, it might be up until the end of 2022 before this particular episode gets published. Might even be into 2013. I mean, sorry, 2023. This is because of how I plan to do it. But I still want to get all the rest of my videos out that I've been planning on doing. Breath of the Wild is still coming along. I mean, that's the main reason why this is taking so long. It's because of Breath of the Wild takes so long to render, and I still have to do other stuff. Mario Plus Tennis. I mean, I only have like maybe 2 episodes left to render, and it's been like that for the longest. But I need to finish that. I still have certain games like Luigi's Mansion 3, and I do have Age of Calamity. And I also have Fire Emblem Warriors, the game that I kind of want to play on the channel. With the addition of Sora, I might play more Smash, but it's gonna get so addicting. Okay. Knowing what's going to happen later, I'm going to definitely regret moving Yoshi into the fray. Like, I know I usually don't like to waste a shot. I guess that would be the best shot right there. It's 100% accurate and gets the guaranteed bounce because of Yoshi's super luck. There's no reason for me to move, I don't think. Unless if I just don't want to get hit by Valkyries. I could have ran into Machio and bounced them over to the Smashers and tried to finish one of them off. Anyway, here's the enemy's turn, and this is where things go awry. Not there, but here. Right? Yeah. It knocked two of the bucklers out of being stoned. Which means now they can attack. If that didn't crit, if that move didn't crit, I'd have been fine. That would have been it for all the attacks right there, after that Valkyrie. But because of that guy getting the crit right there, just screwed everything up. I'd have been just fine had that not happened. Granted, because I forgot exactly what happened, but I'm surprised that I actually survived all that. But it's still a very unfortunate. Ooh. Well, I guess I know what I'm doing here. Yeah. I'm gonna try to angle it so I'd hit both of them, but not kill Mario. And this will allow me to save, well, Yoshi can't attack anyway because he's inked. And I've already moved Mario. So you can see how incredibly bad this scenario is. And I believe I have stone on Machio's shotgun instead of vamp. So for the future, I believe that I'm going to have vamp on Machio. You know, for the Rabbids DLC, something like that. I feel like that this team, as good as it is, does need access to HP recovery. Specifically for reasons like this. Now, what I'm trying to debate here, because I know for a fact that I can't get HP back with the setup that I have. So I know for a fact that I'm going to have to, like, I'm going to have to spread out in order to try to I need to try to spread out to make the enemy spread out so they don't kill everyone. Basically, I'm still trying to win in this situation, which most people would just rage quit. Believe me, I've seen it. I can post examples of it if I really need to. Because people, they just don't like being in bad situations, and they feel like that they're in a bad situation that they can't overcome. They would, instead of sticking it through, they would just rather quit altogether. And it's not a very healthy mentality, in my opinion. Speaking of not very healthy, I see that if I do this, I will be hitting Mario in the process, which is why people don't really want Machio on a team, but there are ways to avoid it. As you can see, I can just hit that guy with Mario's shot. It is a waste of an attack, but because HP is so valuable right now, it would probably be more advantageous to just shoot the guy. Now, unfortunately here, because I know for a fact that I'm not going to have everybody survive, because everybody is under 100 HP right now. Kind of interesting that Yoshi is under 100 HP, but he's the only one in red. Do you guys notice that? He's got the highest HP, but he's the only one that's in red. Okay, the ink will run out on this enemy turn, so if Yoshi sees anybody within his sights, he should get them. But obviously a peekaboo wouldn't count. So he's dead there. I know that for a fact. Because high ground plus Valkyrie damage. I'm sorry, peekaboo damage. But a Valkyrie is just as bad anyway. So Yoshi's got a good shot on him to get the ink. We do not get inked. But we do take him out, so that's good. Still 4 enemies left. Both my characters are still fairly powerful. So, while we may not have the best scenario, we can still finish this. There is a good chance that we can still finish this. I feel like that gamers today have done themselves a disservice, an extreme disservice, by... There's a thing going around, basically it's been going around since... I don't know how long it's been going around. But basically, it's like when you say it's okay to be bad at math. It's that whole thing. Because what people don't understand is that mathematics isn't necessarily about numbers. It's about critical thinking or logical thinking. It's about problem solving, basically. And problem solving is the embodiment of all video games. It's literally what every video game is. And by us new gamers are admitting to themselves that it's okay to be bad at video games, that mentality is what allows them, is what forces them to continue to be bad at video games. I mean, the reason why these video games exist in the first place, and I mean this on a burn damage dead. The reason why these video games exist in the first place is to keep our minds active, so that we would... So that we can exercise our brains and become... and well, basically to keep our brains smart. You have to practice logical thinking, critical thinking, as much as you possibly can, so that when you need a situation... So when you're in a situation where you seriously need to think logically, think critically. I don't know if I had to stone him here or finish him off, because he would definitely take me out in the next turn. So there we go. There's stone. So the other guy isn't gonna get to me in time. But since we have accepted that it's bad, it's okay to be bad at video games. It's like say that it's okay to be. It's okay to be bad at logical thinking, bad at critical thinking, bad at thinking in general. And it's depressing, actually, to see people play video games but not try to apply themselves. To think more logically. Especially, the thing that I get disturbed about the most is when people don't see the solutions that are right in front of them, but I do, because I guess I hate saying my brain works differently, but it's an undeniable fact that people have, or at least certain people, have told me before, and I know I have to accept that, but I hate it because I feel like that if I could think logically, strategically, to the point where I can overcome most situations, then anyone should, because I'm just as human as the next person. But watching how other people play video games, it just makes me think that this isn't the case. So, as you guys see, we're down to one last fighter. I'm sorry, one last enemy unit. He's not going to be able to get to me. Obviously, I can't just run up and approach him because he will shotgun me to death. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot I upped his movement so good that I can just run over there and finish him off from behind. Which is why movement should be the first thing you maximize in this game. We could have easily have taken them all out if it wasn't for that one crit. It's almost like Pokemon. You strategize for so long, have the perfect strategy, and then one crit just messes you up. And that's how I lost one tournament, an actual tournament, but yeah, the only real tournament that I've ever been in. But had like the first couple of turns planned out, and then first turn, enemy gets a crit. Wario and Waluigi, corrupted characters. And I'm not a big Wario and Waluigi fan, never really was, and I don't really understand the hype about them. Maybe Waluigi only because of the hip thrust in Super Mario Strikers, but that's like the only thing. Other than that, he's just every other stereotypical, despicable, dick dastardly bastard, which isn't very creative. I mean, literally just a knockoff of another character, but he's a knockoff of a character of a knockoff of a character. Sorry, I gotta readjust my feet, and I should probably go ahead and use one of the new pillows that I bought. It's not necessarily meant to be used as a footrest, but that's what I use it for. Footrest and a knee rest. Because I usually sit. You know, in order to sit up on a recliner, because I'm so tall, my legs are so long, I have to like sit with my leg at my side, with my ankles digging into the floor, and yeah, it cuts off the circulation in my leg. So eventually I was like, you know, let me get some pillows up in here. Matter of fact, let me try bringing this mic in a little bit. This is the Rode Podcaster that I've had since... Rode Podcaster since I've had since what? Like 2007? It's been a while. It's over 10 years and it still works. Bring it in closer, perhaps? No. Okay. Oh, let me go ahead and do that. I'm gonna turn on the air conditioner, my new air conditioner, and see if it's too loud. I think I can actually see it being picked up by the microphone. Hold on, let me turn it off. Yeah, it's like there's no sound right now. But I'm gonna turn it on. Oh, that is loud. I mean, hopefully it's not louder than my voice. I mean, basically what I mean is that hopefully you guys can still understand me. Hold on, let me get one of my other pillows up in here. Might be able to. Add a little brace, maybe. Can always push my recliner up a little bit as well to get closer to the mic. I don't think that's necessary right now, but this does feel good. My new recliner. I don't know if I mentioned my new recliner yet. The old one, I mean, it was good up until a point, but then it started to, I guess the stuffing started to come out. Well, I guess it really wasn't that, because I can always just buy a pillow to sit on. It was the fact that the gears started to come loose. That's what it's like, okay, this thing can't even recline anymore. Well, it still could recline, but I had to like work it to recline. Which is not what you want to do with your recliner. I'm gonna test that from the Looney Tunes show.
I just thought it was a chair. I didn't know it was a recliner.
I've already got the recliner in the recline position. There's no going back from that.
Sorry, I'm still doing references, and this is post-commentary. So speaking of which, I switched between Yoshi and Machio, and got Pitcher and Luigi, mostly because I needed to heal Mario, because you can't switch Mario out. And there was no heal mushroom available, at least not to the best of my knowledge. And now we are facing down Wario and Waluigi that are even mixed characters of themselves, because normally Wario is the short, fat one, and Waluigi is the tall, lanky one. But we have tall, fat, and short, skinny for Wario and Waluigi. However, both characters operate as a Valkyrie and a Smasher, as you guys can see. But they still have their own individual stats whenever they get critical hits. Not to mention their own special moves. So, I did the practical thing here, just turned on the hero sights and just kind of prepared for anybody that's going to try to come down here. I mean, it's a very practical strat, or a tactic, I should say. I recently looked up what the difference between a tactic and a strategy is, and from what I understand by the explanations that I've seen, a tactic is pretty much a maneuver or some kind of way or plan in order to gain success in a certain situation. But a strategy is a group of tactics. So I guess you could say that I didn't really have much strategy here, but I did have some tactics because honestly, I really didn't know what to expect here. This did take me completely by surprise. And I will admit, I don't remember that first enemy turn going so well. But now here's a Valkyrie with Hero Sight, beating Wario. So unfortunately, it doesn't seem like anybody was actually killed during that little excursion. Which would have been ideal. After all, one less soldier means one less soldier. Okay, never mind. There's one less soldier. Now, I don't... Well, even if I try to shoot that guy, he's protected by the other Valkyrie. Not to mention, Wario has his hero sights up. I don't know if I remember that he does have the hero sights up. But before I forget, let me change the stats on my air conditioner.
Time to play!
So that's a low fan speed stat on the air conditioner, set to a higher temperature. Like I said, it's October, so it's fall season. Not exactly hot, but not exactly cold in my area either. So, because he's protected, I don't think we actually would have the chance to kill him. Yeah, do you see how little damage we're doing to him? So hitting him would probably only just force him to get closer. And we already used up our hero sights. The conditioner just went off by the timer, which is fine by me. So since we already used up our hero sights, there's no extra damage that we can pour on them. Still, Wario has his hero sight up, so if we move in his range, we get shot, and he's already up high. So I don't know what I don't know what I did in this situation. If I were to think about this now, personally, I think I would ignore the smasher on the ground, because we can always just walk to the left and try to do something. But it looks like I'm more concerned about that smasher right now, because I moved a picture in Mario's Empire range, which can only mean that I intend to attack and destroy that guy. At least it is adding on more damage to the Valkyrie, since they share pain right now. Pain split, Pokemon style. Unfortunately, yeah, I mean, I just don't see... Unless if we run into him, I should run into him with Mario, but no. Oh, never mind. I thought we were going to be within Wario's range. Oh, I remember. It moved him right in that. Yeah, I remember now. And I literally just moved her out of the way to allow her to hit that guy, because I moved her within Empower's range, and because of that, I mean, I don't think I felt cheated by the. I don't feel like I made a mistake. I feel like I was just cheated by how this game operates, because there's no way to predict that was going to happen, because you never know when you can shoot through an object or not. And honestly, it just feels like the computer just always has the opportunity to shoot through an object, being whether a cliff edge or whatever. So Luigi has to be guaranteed dead, since that's powered up with a smasher. Actually, I think he's still alive. He is. But maybe not now. So I could have taken out that smasher and Luigi would have avoided all damage that turn. Okay, now I remember. Now I remember. I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a problem if the computer wasn't able to shoot around objects the way that it does. I mean, you can literally see their bullets cut through certain objects in order to make it to the enemy. So what I think I'm trying to do here is to let Mario use his hammer on the smasher that hit Luigi. Oh, wait. I'm considering my options. Always consider your options. Don't just use one move just because it was the first thing available when you selected it. Always consider your options first. That is advice from Q2. And I mean that in general, not just Mario plus Rabbids. That is advice from Q2. Let's see, what do I decide to do here? Honestly, the Sentry, it does seem like a very good option, because the other guy will not be able to get the picture after the explosion.
Let's go.
Now, I thought you couldn't use Hero Sight if you're inked, but we're about to find out here. Yeah, you can't use Hero Sight when you're inked. And now he's in range. So that was two things against me. Because I could swear I've seen characters use Hero Sight or Villain Sight while inked. Now, I don't mean my gameplay. I mean, I swear I've seen it in other gameplays. Unless if that's an update that I'm not aware of. Which it could very well be. I don't know. To me, it makes sense that you shouldn't be able to use Hero Sight while inked. But I don't know if that was my first time trying to test that out or what. But even then, I was safe until the crit happened, and as you guys have heard me say before during this gameplay, the computer has control over where it moves and where I move when someone's under a burn status. So that's why that happened. So I couldn't remember what happened in this in this playthrough of 4-7, but now it's starting to come back to me now. It's probably one of the better reasons why you should use Machio and Yoshi, because you have more control over the situation. I say more control, not absolute control, because as you guys saw from the previous fight. It's all starting to come back now. I mean, I feel like this game was... I mean, I said this before, that this game has the... I'm trying to remember exactly what term I used. But like, I want to say mechanics of a rage game. But it's also the AI itself. He's gonna shoot me straight down. Probably gonna get freeze too. Nope, no freeze. Okay. Mario's just out of range, and if I move, she dies. Oh no, he's not. Oh, that's her movement, not her heal. Oh yeah, I should be able to hit Wario. I mean, I would have to hope for a crit here. But I seriously doubt I'm gonna get it. 60% chance though. Yeah. Basically needed that crit to happen so I can heal Mario and Pitcher. Unless if he can't hit her from there. I mean, I could check for that, but I don't know if I actually do. Oh, right. If I hit him, he comes down, and he's going to take 2 shots of Hero Sight, which would take him out, I think. Even if I do get the push, that should still put him within range of the pipe, and that forces him to come down. So I don't know what the downside is here. But let's see. That's what the downside is. It didn't kill him. Now, in retrospect, I should have checked to make sure that he could, that Wario could hit Pitcher from where he was. This is still a hero shot, right? Yeah, that's still a hero shot. Let's see. Too far away for me to actually get the freeze off. Doing so would kill Mario in the process, which obviously we don't want. The more attacks that you have, the better chance that you have of defeating the enemy. I mean, granted, there will be exceptions in some cases, but I don't feel like this is a case. I mean, you just kind of have to see the situation and make the best judgment possible. It is something that I try to tell somebody I was trying to teach chess to. But then again, he wound up getting an award for one of the chess tournaments. So, I mean, either he's a better learner or I'm just a good teacher. I mean, I don't know which is which. I'm like, yeah, I want to say that, yeah, I taught somebody that won a tournament. I mean, doesn't that feel good? I would love to say that about myself. Okay. To get the stomp on him. I think the stomp does more. Well, actually, I think the slide probably does more damage. Obviously, I'm trying to consider whether I should keep Mario alive or not. Or try it at the very least. Cause I know that's going to do the most damage to Wario, but I don't think it's going to allow me to take him out on one turn. I mean, it feels like that it's going to take at least 2 turns, and that's only with both Mario and Pitcher. So, honestly, I think the best decision is to use Hammer. Yeah, Slide should do more damage, and then use Hammer. Obviously, I can't power up, but this is the best option I have, and if I get the bounce, I may be able to knock him far away enough from Mario to where I can use the Sentry on Wario, which would be the most amount of damage I could do on this turn, but I still don't... It might take him out if I get the bounce, but I get no bounce. Now, the other option that I have is taking both of them out, which I go ahead and do because I'm like, screw it. I'll admit, I keep forgetting that I beat this the first time around. I keep thinking that I played it twice. But I guess I was just better equipped than I thought. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I keep playing games on hard mode and stuff like that, because if I run into a situation like this, something unfavorable, I should practice trying to get out of a bad situation rather than just giving up altogether. Because in real life, if you run into a situation like that, if you don't try to overcome it, you're just screwed and you may wind up losing your life at the end of it. So, video games are the perfect practice to develop critical thinking skills, logical thinking skills. Basically the skills that you would need in order to overcome certain situations in life. It's not just about counting numbers. Well, I said about mathematics because mathematics and video games are practically not one and the same, but they're practically related. That's what I mean to say.
Wow.
So I had to run all the way back in order to collect all the rare coins, and then we will get to the... This might be a weapon for Peach, but I can't really remember. I don't know why, but I remember something about Princess Peach. My brain is telling me it's something about Princess Peach here, but I could be wrong. It's been 4 years. Oh, no, that's what it is. I decided to take the opportunity to switch here because I needed the... Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Alright, actually I did. Okay, yeah, okay, that's fine. And it's totally a Yoshi weapon. I switched those characters around for footage for the intro. That's why. I just noticed that dragon in the lava. Don't think I've ever seen that. Yeah, I thought I lost on these maps, but I guess not. I know I remember beating the first one, but I thought I lost to Wario and Waluigi the first time around, but I guess I was wrong. Well, we're at 4-8 now. I believe I don't have anything else to talk about. So that should be it for my commentary. I guess I switched. Well, I was considering using Yoshi and Roboshi, but anyway. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys liked it, leave a like, share with your friends, comment down below, subscribe if you want to see more. I apologize that I wasn't able to get a more, well, an actual commentary for this episode, but it is what it is. I mean, I literally just forgot to hit the record button when I did. So, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, but until then, take care of yourselves and have a very good night. Peace!